Hey there, boys and girls. Today we're going to be doing the Scorn of the Octopus and the Teacher. We need to do wind, earth, and light damage 2 times or more. Use a limit burst and evoke 3 Espers. And we're taking a friend, Esther. First up, we got Yuna. I picked her because she can help us fill the Esper gauge and she has re-raise. The running theme with all of my units is lots of resistances and status immune. You could probably get by without being status immune, but the resistances I feel like are really important. Sieghart's going to be our tank. I didn't set him up as 100% draw. He's just running off his normal 50%. We're going to use him to cover. He's got lots of resistance, lots of hit points, and he's got the defense parameter thing on, so he can have some damage reduction there. Nicole, he's going to help us fill our Esper gauge up. He's going to give us some buffs. The reason I like Nicole for this is he's going to give us a little bit of a hit point region with his buffs. Sylvie, she's here to remove the status effects that the boss puts on us. Lots of general quality of life stuff that Sylvie can do. I really like her for this fight. Then we got my Esther. It's just like a standard build. It's got the limit burst stuff on. It's got one form of Aquan Killer on. You probably don't need the Aquan Killer on, but I did put mine on Leviathan. And Omega has a considerable amount more Aquan Killer than I do. He's also status immune. Props to Omega. He always sets good friend units that are always status immune. I really appreciate that. Anyways, let's give this a go. And we're going to download. So, the big gimmick of this boss that goes from physical immune, magic immune, or magic immune to physical immune, hopefully we can kind of cover that as we're doing it. It does have a preemptive attack. It kind of hurts a little bit, but we should be able to survive it pretty easy. Especially on phase 1. Phase 2, it really hurts. So it's physical immune, which is good, because that's how I wanted to show the fight. I didn't want it to be like physical weak. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the boss out. As you can see, he's physical immune, like I said, and he's got fire resist on, and he's weak to wind. Now, to properly work the boss's elemental shift patterns, you have to hit him with 2 primary elements. We're talking about fire and wind. In this case, he's weak to wind, so we're going to hit him with wind, and that's going to cause him to become physical weak, and he's going to be taking some thunder damage after that. So, like I said, what we got to do, we got to hit him with wind. So first we're going to dual cast. We're going to dual cast the heal to get everybody back to full. And we're going to cast wind spell on him. Which is good because that gets us our mission parameter as well. And then Sieghart's going to physical cover. Nicole's going to use his big boy buffs. That's going to help us fill the Esper gauge on up. And then Sylvie is going to give us some resistances. And she's going to remove those that defense and spirit down the boss does. Now, Esther can't really hit the boss quite yet, but we're going to go ahead and get ready to do the LB with her. So we're going to queue up a couple bolting strikes. We don't really need to imbue ourselves or anything quite yet. Alrighty, so we hit him with wind on turn 1. We're going to have to hit him with wind again on turn 2 to get him to properly shift. And we need to get a re-raise on Sieghart because he's going to die this turn. We'll get our wind ready, and we'll get re-raise ready. Where are you, re-raise? Put that on Sieghart. We've got an Esther ready, so we're going to go ahead and fire that off with Sylvie. And now we're going to go ahead and use Combat Overdrive and Shock Embrace. Like so. And we're going to get Nicole to do his regular buffs, and that's just going to give us the region. Kind of top Sieghart back off, and we'll just have him defend. So we got one Esper out of the way, and we've hit with wind twice. I'm actually writing this down because I forget. So yeah, he's going to do some. He's going to tentacle Sieghart a whole bunch. And he's going to do this wind attack that's going to kill Sieghart. Hailstone, yeah. Maybe it's an earth attack, my bad. You get the point. Now right here we've got a full LB gauge with our Esters. We could go ahead and kill the boss if we wanted to, but I want to get one more turn in. That way it helps us, like, you know, get the Esper and stuff ready. So we're going to go ahead and use... Actually, let's use the cooldown. Let's be safe. This gives us a barrier, I think, or something. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever used Una. And we'll go ahead and get our cover back up. Still, we really don't have much to do here. We'll just have her just use their element thing. Nicole also doesn't have a whole lot to do here. So we'll just have him recast his buffs. Actually, let's have him do MP region right here. Because Sieghart doesn't need the buffs to survive this turn. And then I'm going to demag the boss one time. And the reason I'm not using like double cast or whatever, anything like that, is because our Esters will drop him below 50 and we don't want to do that. We just want to do some damage to him. Try to get some orbs out of the way. We'll just kind of click these. See, if you drop him below 50, he does like a whole bunch of damage and it hurts. Okay, so now we're ready to go ahead and get our kill. We'll get Una to do this. That's going to fill our Esper gauge. We'll get another Esper out of the way. That's number 2. We'll get Sieghart to do an Earth attack. And we'll get Nicole to double cast Holy. That should get our 2 Holy hits out of the way. Now we gotta do summon one more Esper and do 1 Earth damage. So now we'll lag the shit out of Nox. Okay, now he's going to die, and then we're going to get Typhoon and Orthos, so they're going to do like this big preemptive attack. If one of our damage dealers dies, you know, that's okay. We've got 1 turn to fully recover this. But Esther has guts, so most of the time she won't die. But if she does, like I said, just recover this. You've got this full turn right here to go ahead and get ready to do whatever you want. And always the first thing when you're doing this fight is check what Orthos is into. Let's see here. He's physical weak, so we're going to be able to hit him this turn. What we're going to do is just kind of lightly cleave him, and we're going to go. We're going to let him go do whatever he does, and then we'll focus on him. But we're just going to get ready to take Typhoon out first. If he was strong to physical, we would go ahead and make him. We would go ahead and shift him to being what we want him to be. But since he's weak to physical, we're just gonna let him chill out and do his own thing. So we'll get Yuna. Go ahead and cure, and put a re-raise on Siegheart. Siegheart's going to cover. Sylvie is going to give a spring cleaning. That's going to give a status immunity and withstand the elements for resist. And Nicole's going to throw out his big boy buffs. It's so handy to fill up the Esper gauge. The reason I didn't set Siegheart for 100% draw is I kind of like the attacks to not be completely focused on him. That way I can make sure that, you know, he probably won't die. Alrighty, so with Typhoon, we're going to we're going to triple cast. We're going to do D-Mag ×2, and then we're going to do a Bolting Strike. That way we chip a little damage on Orthos right here. Let's see. We'll get Sylvie to go ahead and summon another Esper. Siegheart is going to hit Typhoon with a Earth damage. That's going to prevent the Snort. Nicole don't really have a lot going on in his life. He'll just go ahead and get his little buffs back out. Let's see. Yuna don't have a lot going on either. I guess we'll just do this. It really doesn't matter. Alright, make sure we got Typhoon targeted. Throw our Esters out. Oh, and that was our second Earth damage too. So we're good to go for the mission parameters. So as you can see, Typhoon's at 59. Orthos really didn't take much damage there, that's fine. Probably could have just used Bolting Strike ×3. I'm always really leery of doing too much damage to Orthos. There's our re-raise. I don't really know how to do the minor elements on Orthos. I just worry about the major elements. As long as he's like taking physical damage, I'm okay with that. So let's just check him one more time. Yep, he's still taking physical attacks. I don't want to risk not killing him right now with our Esters. So we'll just go ahead and, like I said, I don't know. Let's do one D-Mag and then 2 Bolting Strikes. That should get him where he needs to be for the LB kill. Sylvie, reapply Spring Cleaning and her resist buff. We need to hit Orthos with Wind now to prevent him from Snort. cast Wind and a heal. Sure, we got him targeted. Nicole, he don't have a whole lot going on. Actually, let's go ahead and refresh our buffs on Sieghart because the second phase is a little bit stronger. Don't want him to die on us. And Sieghart will refresh its cover. Make sure we got him targeted. Do some damage. Okay, we should be in good shape to LB kill now. Probably could have finished him that turn if we would have used Bolting Strike. So many attacks go out here, it's crazy. Alright, this is going to be our kill turn. So we'll make sure that we get all of our missions out of the way. We'll cast Stone. We'll cast Wind. I know we're good, but like I said, if maybe you had to do something a little bit different, maybe you had to use Fire to trigger the phases, you know, you're covered there. You got plenty of time to get these elements in. We'll dual cast Holy, because why not? And then we'll get our LBs ready. Go ahead and send these off. Should have a dead boss. Let's go, Esther. Get this shit out of the way. There it is. Good deal. Nice and easy. Like I said, the big thing here, if Orthos is immune to physical, whatever element he's weak to, if it's wind or fire, hit him with that. That'll cause him to be magic immune and weak to those elements. That's how you shift him back and forth. So, like I said, for example, Orthos is physical immune and he's weak to fire. That means hit him with wind 2 times in a row. If he's weak to wind, hit him with fire 2 times in a row. That's why I put the Arc Arcana on Yuna. That way she could do fire if needs be. And if he's weak to physical, just go ahead and start doing damage. Like I said, I don't know how to do the minor elements. I wasn't worried about it because the worst case scenario is he goes from weak to magic, or weak to physical, and he goes strong to physical. And in that case, you just do the elemental pattern like I told you. It's really simple to pull off. So there's all of our missions. I hope I made that clear to you. I'm sure most people with Esther and Xeno and whatnot won't have a lot of problems with this fight. You can go non-elemental like Senzar did for his clear. That's also a completely viable option. That's about that. I hope you liked the video. I'd like to throw out one more thing. Like, I've got this buddy, his name's Matt. He does a lot of like NES games. Like, he'll take an NES game and like he'll take the music from it and he'll play it on his guitar. I thought it was really cool. Like, I didn't know he did that. I've been friends with him for a while, and he showed me his YouTube channel, and the guy does some really amazing stuff. So if you don't mind, like, if you think that's interesting to you, like, I'm going to link his channel in my comments. Go check him out, because I think like the talent level that he's got for that stuff is really crazy, and I really like it. But anyways, that's about that for that fight. We've got the fan service units coming up this weekend. I'm going to do some ticket pulls on them. I'm not going to use any lapis. We'll see how that goes. If the video is interesting, I'll go ahead and put it out. If it's not, if I get 0 rainbows, which is more than likely going to happen, I'll probably just keep that one to myself. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Toodaloo.